Hello everyone, I am Vaishnavi. I am currently pursuing my BTech first year in JNT Anantapur in Computer Science and Engineering. I am today hereby to tell something about the graphs. Graph is a collection of vertices and edges connecting the nodes. That means no, vertices are the individual points. Edges connect the connection between the two vertices. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the vertices. Edges means connection between two vertices. Here, nodes and vertices are same. They have different types of graphs, directed graphs and undirected graphs. A type of graph that contains ordered pair of vertices that is called directed graph, and a type of graph that contains another pair of vertices are called undirected graphs. Edges represent the direction of vertices in directed graph. Edges do not represent the direction of vertices in undirected graph. Here we consider the two graphs, undirected graph and directed graph with weighted edge. Weighted edge means the edge contains some type of value. Here we are seeing that in a undirected graph there are some values. They are weighted edges. Undirected graph means consider the vertices. A. We can move either A to C or C to A. But in the case of directed graph, we can't move A to we can move only in one direction, either A to C or C to A. But in the undirected graph, we can move both directions. That is the difference between two graphs. The representation of the graphs. First of all, we consider that adjacency matrix. Adjacency matrix is very convenient to work with, and add and add can be done in order of time complexity. That means time complexity is the time required to run the program. Here, for adding an edge, it requires only order of one time complexity, and check there is an edge between two vertices also requires order of one time complexity. But there is a disadvantage in adjacency matrix that it consumes huge amount of memory for storing big graphs. In big graphs. Adjacency list is representation is one of the alternatives to adjacency matrix because there are disadvantages in adjacency matrix. In adjacency list, we can overcome that. It requires less amount of memory. That means its space complexity is very less. Space complexity is that means the space required to run the program. For every vertex, adjacency list stores which are adjacent to current ones. Consider the vertices and corresponding to and the connection between the two vertex is represented as adjacency list. Here we consider undirected graph and directed graph. In adjacency list means neighbor vertices. Neighbor vertices. Adjacency matrix is the matrix contains the vertices along rows and edges. Along rows and edges. Consider vertices one. In adjacency list, the one has 2 and 4 neighbor vertices. 2 and 4 neighbor vertices. 2 by 4 neighbor vertices. That means if there is an edge between the two vertices, it is considered as 1. And if there is no connection between two vertices, it is considered as 0. So we arrange the values in the form of matrix. So it is called adjacency matrix. Uh, in the, we given the values in the form of list. So it's called adjacency list. Adjacency list. Adjacency list. As they are advantages, yeah, the advantages of graphs are users consider the friendship. Friendships are follows or edges. Helps in detecting the communities and influences. GPS and navigation systems, web page ranking, network routing. These are the some advantages. These are the some advantages of the graphs. Thank you.